Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation was started over 40 years ago, actually by a group of moms of kids with type 1 diabetes who saw that if they really wanted to cure their kids, the way was going to be to fund very basic science research. And of course, 40 years ago, that was a very cutting-edge decision for these moms to make, and they started very small. They started raising money among their friends and their kids' friends. And I think the first grant they gave out was $10,000, and they thought they were going to, change the world. And actually, today, we give out over $100 million a year in research funding. It's all generated by Walks for the Cure, which I'm sure you've all seen, as well as some galas and events that we hold. There are chapters all over the world. And we raise the money very slowly, a little bit at a time, but end up giving out over $100 million a year to fund research. The thing that we've changed at JDRF recently is, 40 years ago, there were a lot of very basic questions about the disease, which we had to approach first. Now, we're sort of a little bit further downstream toward really getting a drug or an agent on the market. And so we've been funding what's called translational research. We still fund basic research because there's still basic questions to ask. But as you move closer to actually making a drug, there are other things that you need to do called preclinical science and development. And so we're funding that kind of work. And also we're starting to fund industry as well as academic scientists, so we work really across the spectrum.